It is often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. If I can tell a whole story from one picture, then that's it.
My name is Yvonne Toiwa, and I'm a photographer at Tek Production Services. Initially, I used to do photography as a side gig. But then now, after COVID, you don't have a job. But then you realize, I have a skill here, let me now major on it.
Since I was young, we were always subjects of my dad. And he used to take us photos of everything and anything that we used to do. And then when I finished Form 4, my mom asked me what I wanted to do. And I said I want to do mass communication.
My passion for photography is fueled by the smiles that one sees through the viewfinder.
There's an instance I went to some counties in the northern frontier of Kenya. Then I was sharing the photos with a few friends of mine. And I remember a friend of mine was really touched by, like, you mean this is happening in this part of the country? I remember we had to fundraise something small. That showed me the power of a camera.
When it comes to scouting for a location, the number one factor that I consider is the quality and direction of light.
You need a good space and the ambience of the place, how it looks, and probably what I want to achieve with the space.
My favorite shoots for Safaricom are the Safaricom Foundation and offers, and especially the ones that are done in maybe the northern part of the country. You do not have to, look for a story in those parts. The stories are there to be told.
What I enjoy most are these political events. Besides just thriving there, I'm also able to meet these people. Ordinarily, you'll never meet these people.
The memorable show that I went and I was so happy. We're told we're going to a dispensary, and what Safaricom Foundation did for them, just renovating that place and giving it a new face, for me, it really killed it all.
How I approach storytelling, of course the script is there. There is also the research part of it. Now the most critical part, I now want to interact with you one-on-one, so that I might be able now to come up with some shots which I can maybe enact so that I can use to complement the project I'll be doing on ground.
Other than my camera and lenses, I never lack a hat and a bandana in my bag, and also a brush.
I have extra batteries for the speed light and for the camera.
Let me tell you, when you lose footage, that might be the end of you. So I always carry my drive with me.
Well, I struggle with two things. First of all is the creative's block. So when I find that I'm at that 0%, I go through Pinterest and just check what other creatives are doing. But I also talk to my colleagues.
So sometimes you find that you are undertaking a project, but now when you reach on ground, you are like, wow, everything that you discussed on paper is nowhere to be found. But again, in our line of business is about how quickly do you adapt to a situation.
It's not easy to be accepted as a female photographer out here, but we're trying to fight for our positions and for our space.
Continue doing what you're doing. Some people will understand your art, some people will not understand your art, and that is okay.
Be patient with yourself. Everything actually takes time.
Wherever we are, we can always create stories. So let's just go out there and let's create them.